everybody, here we go! Off to Neverland!
Alright guys, it is October 4th, which means we're officially into October, which is my favorite month of the entire year. So I officially moved down for my DCP in 98 days is my check-in date. I am leaving earlier because I'm probably leaving about a week before check-in. So I'm going to visit some friends and some family and kind of take a slower road trip down. And I'm only going to be doing about 4 or 5 hours a day of driving. So I'm going to definitely take some time in between to enjoy my time with friends and family and do a little road trip because why not? I'm driving by myself, so I will be utilizing a lot of music to keep myself company. So that's why I'm visiting people, because I want to, since I am driving by myself, I don't want to do very long days because I've got no one to switch out with. Since I am leaving in 3 months, which is crazy to think, I'm so excited. I kind of looked at my bucket list for my last program and kind of checked off all the things that I've done and then some things that I can't do because it was during fall. So I created a new bucket list for this program, one that's a little bit more realistic. The problem with CP Bucket List is that people tend to put too many items on there without kind of factoring in the realistic expectation of you will be working a lot. So if you have like a 100-item bucket list like I did my first program, you're never going to complete everything unless you literally spend every moment of your free time in the parks, which is also not really realistic because, you know, some days you'll need to go grocery shopping, some days you'll want to sleep in, some days you'll go to Universal, or you'll need to do laundry because you've been avoiding it for 4 weeks. It's the CP life. I mean, you will probably spend most of your off days in the parks, but every once in a while you'll have that off day where you just don't do anything. So my bucket list this time is really short. Well, not really short. It's about 20 things. So I'm going to share my bucket list items, and if you guys are making a bucket list, feel free to use any of my ideas. If you've got a bucket list and you want to share some of your things on your list that I didn't think of, I would love to hear them, so feel free to comment them down below. So without further ado, here's my bucket list for the Spring 2017 college program. Number 1, I want to be the last person in all 4 parks at least once. I have been the last person in Magic Kingdom before because I wanted to watch The Kiss Goodnight, which if you've never seen it is the show that's not really announced at the closing of Magic Kingdom each night. It happens, I want to say, about 30 minutes after the fireworks or 20 minutes after parks close. Don't bank me on that. But it's like a little light show on the castle telling people graciously to leave. But it is really beautiful, and I highly recommend watching The Kiss Goodnight if you've never seen it. Just plop yourself on the pub grass after the fireworks, and I promise you will see it, and it's amazing. And then you get to be the last person on Main Street and take pictures, and it's a lot of fun. Number 2 is that I want to do all 4 parks in one day. Now this includes meeting a character, doing an attraction, viewing a show, and eating something at each park or drinking something. Number 3, I want to meet every regularly meeting character in the parks. Number 4, I want to eat at a princess character dining. Now whether that's Oscarshus, I think that's how it's pronounced, I could be completely wrong. It's in Epcot and it's in the Norway Pavilion, or whether that's Cinderella's royal table in the castle. Number 5, I want to watch Illuminations. I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. I did not go to Epcot very often. I will admit that Epcot is probably my least favorite park, at least Future World. I'm not a big fan of Future World except for Soarin', because Soarin' is the bomb. I only really visited the World Showcase for food and wine, and that was pretty much it. So I never actually watched Illuminations, except for from afar and like at the boardwalk. So number 6, I want to go to Dapper Day. I already have an idea for an outfit picked out. I'm not telling anybody because it will be a surprise, and it's also like months away, so I could change my mind depending on what I can find. But I want to go to Dapper Day. I never got the chance to do it my first program because I was working that day. This time I'm requesting off as soon as possible because Dapper Day sounds amazing and I wish I grew up in the 50s. If you've never been to Dapper Day, it is when people come together in Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, I guess. Basically, everyone dresses up like it's 1955 when Disneyland opened, and they're Disney bounding as different characters in these like 1950s attire. It's amazing from what I've seen from pictures, and I can't wait to do it. Number 7. I really want to go to Harry Potter World. I didn't have a car, so I didn't get an annual pass last time. This time, I'm bringing my car, I'm getting an annual pass, and I'm going to Harry Potter World. I'm having butterbeer, whether that's the ice cream or regular butterbeer. I'm riding Gringotts. I'm doing all of it. The bonus, if I get selected for Ollivanders to get a wand, bonus points for that. Number 8, since I am PhotoPass and I can pick up shifts in any park, I want to work in every single park at least once. Number 9, have a little staycation. I want to stay at one of the resorts, preferably one of the Magic Kingdom resorts on Seven Seas Lagoon. I want to get friends and I want to stay either in the Contemporary, or I want to stay in the Grand or the Poly or Wilderness Lodge or Animal Kingdom Lodge with Safari View. I want to stay in a top resort for like a night or even 2 nights or something and have a little staycation. I think that would be so much fun. Number 10, I want to go to Disneyland. I've never been to California, and since we get free admission to the parks, I want to go. With that cast member perk, I want to take a few days off, and I want to go do that because I think it would be amazing. Number 11, I want to have a breakfast reservation before park opens in Magic Kingdom. It's so much fun because you get to be in Magic Kingdom early before anybody else, and it's the best. So I personally recommend it. I don't care if it's Be Our Guest or if it's Crystal Palace. Either works for me. I never actually ate at Crystal Palace, so that probably would be my top one for now. I've had Be Our Guest breakfast, and it is really good. So we'll see. Number 12, I want to go to one of the water parks. I didn't go last time, and I really want to try that. They seem amazing, so it's definitely one of my top things that I want to do this time. On top of that, I really want to snorkel at Typhoon Lagoon, but that doesn't open until March, so I'm definitely going to make sure I snorkel because that sounds amazing. Number 13, I would love to do the Wishes Dessert Party or the Wishes Dessert Cruise. I think that would be so much fun. Number 14, I'm going to do the Wild Africa Trek, which is in Animal Kingdom, and you get to do a walking tour of the safari, and I've heard it's amazing. So that's definitely something that I would like to do. Number 15, I want to eat at California Grill during Wishes. I did this when I visited my roommates last time, and it was honestly the coolest thing. We got drinks and appetizers, and then we split a dessert, so it wasn't too bad, and with a cast member discount, it's not bad at all. But if you make your reservation around or after Wishes, they actually let you come up early and you can watch from the balcony of the Contemporary. So California Grill is literally in the top floor of the regular Contemporary building, not in Bay Lake Tower. But there is literally a balcony where you can watch Wishes and the fireworks from, and you can see the entire park. You can see Pirates of the Caribbean, you can see Space Mountain, you can see Belle's Castle, you can see Cinderella's Castle. You can see everything. I'll insert a picture of what it looks like from when we went right here. So as you can see, it's amazing, and I highly recommend it for everybody to put that on their bucket list. If you can get reservations to do it, it's awesome, and I promise, if you get appetizers and stuff instead of a full entree, it's not that bad, and the food is fantastic. Number 16, I want to meet one of the princes. I've actually never met them. I didn't get the chance to meet them all in my program, so I would be okay with meeting Philip or Prince Eric or Snow White's prince or Prince Charming, any of them, or Flynn. Oh, obsessed with Flynn Rider. Number 17, I want to meet a character while they're training in Epcot, and I think that would be so much fun. Number 18, I want to meet Bert from Mary Poppins. That is my lifelong dream. I never got to meet him, but sometimes he pops up at Characterpalooza. It's called Characterpalooza, but it's really before Fantasmic, around 4 o'clock in Hollywood Studios. Any of the characters that feel like coming out before the show do an unscheduled appearance right outside the main entrance of Hollywood Studios. And that's any character that is in Fantasmic. Bert comes out with Mary sometimes, and that would be so much fun, because I love Bert. He's my favorite. Number 19, I want to work with Peter or Gaston during my program. Since I can pick up shifts, I think it would be so much fun to get the chance to work with two of my favorite characters at meet and greet. Specifically Peter. I mentioned before how much I love Peter Pan, and it's true. He holds such a special place in my heart, and I'm just grateful for the magic that he brings, and it would be so awesome to work with him and watch kids go and meet him and watch him grow and all of those things. I just love Peter. Number 20, last but not least, I want to see the new Disney Beauty and the Beast film in Disney Springs on opening night is the goal, with a bunch of my CP friends. And for now, that is my bucket list for my program. I did a lot of bucket list things on my program, such as the kitchen sink and things like that my first time. So there are things that I have already done, but if you think that there's something that I should do on my program and add to my bucket list, please comment below. I'd love to hear some of your ideas, and feel free to take any of mine. Someone that's been there are some things I definitely highly recommend, like California Grill. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and join me in on this journey as I go back home to Orlando on January 10th. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you real soon.